Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tony Harvin. And we also broadcasting from my secondary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. So if you're on Tony Harvin Network or if you're on Tony Harvin and you see comments that I'm responding to and you don't see the other person's name, that's because I can see comments from both channels, whereas though people on the YouTube side, they can only see comments from the singular channel itself. So that's just a note that I pinned up there. Do remember my third YouTube channel, Tony Harvin TV. It's doing pretty well with the True of God videos. We closing in on 200 subscribers on that third channel. It's hard work, but we're getting there for sure. I greet everybody upon this evening. I greet everybody upon this evening for sure. It's been a long day. It's been a long day at work. It's been a long week working and things like that. But, a man don't work, man don't eat, for sure. The man got to take care of his children first and foremost and things like that. Yeah, I know my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church, but that don't mean I'm ignorant to scriptures in general. You know what I mean? A lot of people classify me as some type of preacher, but I'm not. I'm just a YouTube broadcaster. That's it. At the end of the day, that's what I do. Broadcast videos, lives, and things like that. Tony Harvin is not a preacher. Tony Harvin is not a minister at all. And these false prophets aren't neither. You understand? They just like me. They just like me. That's it. They just throw a title in front of their name. Pastor, apostles, and stuff like that. I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines, any type of copyright infringement in general. What up to Holy Ark? What's up, Nicole Martin, Jen Juice, Amy? What up, Natasia Smith? What's up to Norman Williams, Prodigal Son? He said, I heard PJ's message. Dowell got stepped on like a. Man, pretty funny. Pretty funny. Back to Bibles, he says, greetings, very long day at work. Real, thank God for a job. Absolutely. Absolutely. What up to Lee Rhodes? What are you talking about, Lee Rhodes? He said, rent tuxes, please. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Ain't nobody getting married over here. You talking about rent tuxes, man? We trying to promote or something like that? Rent tuxes. Genju says, let me get he said, let me get myself a snack. It's cheat day today for me. What up, Linda? Hope all is well. He said, Tony is a TOG member. What up, 2 fish and 5 loaves? Long time. Long time. I mean, long time. Wow. Hope all is well. What up, Devon? What up, Mr. Ham? Loneliness. Cynthia Davenport. Terry Ann. He said rent tuxes. What are you talking about, man? Oh, man. The trolls are serious. What up, Jared James? Did I hear Joe Biden fell again? I mean, I fell before. I fell before at work. You know what I'm saying? But I did a break fall, as I learned in jiu-jitsu and all that. You know what I'm saying? I fell twice before, but I knew how to break fall. He's an old guy. So, it's not funny at the end of the day when somebody like that falls and whatnot and things of that situation. But I know, when we see somebody fall, some of us got a habit of laughing and things like that. But, if we was in that situation, then, we wouldn't want nobody to laugh at us or laugh at our grandfather or grandmother at the end of the day. Some people making jokes on YouTube or, I'm saying, Facebook, but at the end of the day, I mean, you can find it funny, whatever, but we wouldn't hope it's none of our grandmother or nothing like that, or grandfather. What up, Kim? Larry Burke says, when's your next debate? I think it's Monday. Monday is a debate. I think it's on tithing. I think it's on tithing, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe they closed the deal today. What up, Wendy? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. Shirley Dukes. Good night to you too. He says Dowell Roach got what is that? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Kind of tongue twisted, obliterated, and started crying by yelling and getting his cronies, his clown cronies, to back him up. Well, see, that's one thing about a coward. That's one thing about a weak man, and things like that. I don't see nobody behind me. You understand? I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. That's one thing about cowards. I'm pretty sure a lot of us was out in the street one day or before, and a person would act so big when they're around a lot of people. They act so tough. They act big, brolic. I'm strong. But when they by themselves, oh man, that's it. You understand? I mean, this guy be hyped up when he got his, his migration season, the longest deer hunt season. You understand? What up? What up, Sharon Johnson? You said you did tithing already. Well, there's a lot of subjects that you know people want to keep discussing over and over. I mean, I don't know why. At the end of the day, for sure. You said PJ speaks the truth. Absolutely. So about this guy, Mr. Dowell and stuff like that and things like that. I mean, like I said before, I haven't seen Gino Jennings lost the debate yet. You understand? And I keep it real, man. Like if somebody lost, they lost. I don't care who it is, but I haven't seen it happen. You know, of course, people target the best at the end of the day. They think they could take on the best and things of that nature. But some of them look for attention. Some of them look for gain and views. But I mean, that's what YouTube is about in general. Your watch time and what I'm saying, your views and stuff like that. And that's what people gonna do. That's what they're gonna do in general, especially when they see their statistics going up at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see it a lot with these trolls out here. Some of them now, some of them just overdo it when they keep talking about, true men of God and stuff like that they're false. You know, Genju says, are you talking about Joe Biden? Mitchell, he says, I saw Dowell's last video. He had 4 other so-called pastors on the video with him. They believe PJ is backpedaling. They have an unusual take on adultery. Oh yeah, I mean even a fly could understand the concept and the scriptural breakdown of adultery. I mean it's common sense. At the end of the day, I don't understand how can all those grown men over there, you understand, all those impalas over there and things like that can't understand adultery. I don't get it. Even when I was young and ignorant of the scriptures, I knew that. I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I knew once a person is married and they cheat on their spouse, it's considered adultery. It doesn't matter if it was like, the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. This, for example, they had an open marriage. Of course, there ain't no such thing, but people have those type of things. They have an open relationship. They have an open marriage, polygamy. They go to these swingers parties. What married couple would go to a swingers party? I don't get it. What real man would allow another man to pounce upon his wife? These are the type of stuff that people are doing in these days. A swingers party? Really? If that's what you call it. You know what I mean? So I knew that as a teenager. Just basic common sense. You know, that was adultery and it was wrong. Even if somebody else consented to having a third participant in their relationship or in their, marriage or whatever the case may be. You know? All right. Back in the Future says Pastor Gino Jennings isn't going to lose a debate. N-O. Because a lot of these guys, and I'm not giving them advice or anything, or nothing like that, but it's like they underestimate their opponent and they overestimate themselves. This is how you know a person is stepping in the ring and they're gonna lose right away. You understand? Right away. You never underestimate somebody and overestimate yourself. You know what I'm saying? All right. Jan Juice says, last video of Dowell was disgusting. This guy actually believes his own nonsense. Well, he remind me of, if you watch boxing and if you watch social media, there's this cat called Charlie Zelenoff, Caucasian guy. He would go around sucker punching people and things like that. Go look him up. He remind me just of this guy. Only thing is, this guy calls himself a so-called preacher. They parallel to each other. If you don't know who Charlie Zelenoff is. Nicole Martin says, Mr. Dowell scares me because I don't want to go to hell with him. It feels like he provokes God to come for us quicker with that crazy foolishness he says. I'm not even sure if his whole congregation believe him. I don't even know why his what he called them, elders. I call them impalas. I don't understand it, but they got to have that secondary woman in the bed with them. They fighting for that. Listen, I was a player back then when I was young. You understand? I was a player, not necessarily physically, but I would talk to a lot of women. To stay sharp when I was younger. But I knew that if you're a grown man and you're married, that all that stuff it stops at the end of the day. That's the only thing these guys are. They are pimps. And in their household, besides the first wife, she seemed like she a slave, but the other chicks, they're side pieces. That's all. The wife consent to side pieces in the house. Now, what real strong black woman would allow side pieces in your house, in your bed? When you go in a cabinet and you see other once a month materials there, that's not yours. What's going through your mind? When you hear in the next room that your husband is knocking off another woman, what goes through your mind as a strong black woman or a strong woman in general? You understand? I mean, you listening to what's going on in the next bedroom or in the same bedroom that your husband is knocking off another woman and had a baby with the young chick. What's the wife say? Listen, put the wife on a video to talk about your situation. Listen to his wife. Don't be scared. Within himself, he's a coward. Within himself, he's a manipulator. You know what I'm saying? When you got YouTubers like me and others just clarifying things, not more so of like a back and forth, but this is what YouTubers do. We make videos and stuff like that for educational purposes. You know what I'm saying? For good value purposes and things like that. And to expose the false prophets, not only if they commit crimes, you know what I'm saying, carnally, but also spiritually and things like that. How hard could it be to break down a false prophet, a person who's not even a pastor? I don't respect him at all as a man. As a man, I don't respect this guy. He called me a lesbian, right? Okay, so what? I am a lesbian. I do like women. Duh. Why would you call me something that's true? I ain't get it. I ain't really understand when he called me a lesbian. I'm like, okay, yeah, I like women. You understand? That's right. At least you said something right. That's the only thing I agree with you on is when you called me a lesbian. Because, yes, my preference is women. Not women when I get married, women, singular, but my preference in general are women. So you was right about that when you called me a lesbian. I don't understand how is that funny at the end of the day when that's something that's true. I don't get it. I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? What up, Craig Giselle? What up? What up? Larry Burks. He says, these dudes hate on Gino because the knowledge he has. Dude is an anointed minister. Heard that cat teach on Jesus and that Islamic grip was broke. Other cats couldn't do it. Pimpology pastors. Nicole Martin says, I seen that foolishness too, Jen and Juice. Prodigal Son states, I think PJ is talking about divorce and remarriage and deliberately doing it, especially these pastors, which God will judge more strictly. He says, using pastor for clickbait and views. I didn't understand. I mean, the man had a decent amount of subscribers, and what he was putting up, I guess his subscribers was watching. I didn't understand that, but a lot of them use it for, like, you know, views and clickbait and stuff like that. I mean, you know, some are getting views or whatever, but at the end of the day, who is it edifying? What type of encouragement are you pushing forth for the people? You understand? If one disagree with somebody, like I always say, why you got to add some heat to it? If you disagree with somebody, okay, so be it, whatever. You understand? What up, Spears? What up, JC1? Hope all is well. He said, I saw the Charlie Zelenoff. That was horrible. Well, Charlie Zelenoff is a parallel version of Charles Dowell as a preacher. That's exactly what he is. A clown. Simple as that. Now, compare the two together, you understand? And you will see some similarities of they believe they own foolishness. They believe they own skill. What a fool. He said Charlie Zelenoff fought Wilder. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 Fish and 5 Loaves says, Pastor won't debate that charlatan. He only wants to debate because the platform of the truth of God. Jen Ju says, plus his wives look so timid and scared of that bully. I told him he was wrong and a clown, and as usual, he called me everything but a child of God. He told me to go to hell, and I told him, you first. That's funny. Timid and scared. See, that's what he used to. That's what he used to. He seems to be used to, rather, that, you know, people are timid of him, afraid of him. But guess what? He'll run into a brick wall at the end of the day. You understand? And I feel so sorry for his first wife, how she looked in that video. How she looked with the scarf on and had her head down almost. Looked scared. It was said that she didn't want the information of the other two to be put out publicly. Now, this guy is in Tennessee, right? Check this out. He's not legally married to the two. He's not legally married. Because we're going to check something out, right? He's in Tennessee. He's originally from Gainesville, or live in Gainesville, I think, Tennessee, right? So we're going to check out the laws upon polygamy in Tennessee. You're a preacher, right? You're a preacher. You obey the laws of the land? Huh? Really? Okay. We're going to check him out right now. All right. We're going to go to Tennessee laws on polygamy. All right. Now, this is supposed to be a so-called preacher. A so-called preacher. Check this out. We're going to share the screen. Now, what do your congregation got to say about this, man? What do your congregation got to say about this? If the scriptures are saying, adultery is wrong, if the laws of the land saying it's wrong, and you saying it's right, who are you? You ain't no different from Joseph Smith. You understand? And all those other people who created these false religions, like Jehovah's Witness, the Mormons, Charles T. Russell. You know what I'm saying? Elijah Muhammad. All these other false prophets out there. All right, check this out right quick. Like I said, they ain't no preachers. They just like me. You're just your name, Charles Dowell, Tony Harvin. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm just Tony Harvin. That's it. Okay? So, all right. Let's check this out right quick. Bigamy is a Class A misdemeanor. This is in Tennessee, all right? In addition to the authorized term of imprisonment. So those two females that was in his video, he's not legally married to them. As I stated earlier, they're just side pieces, side whores. That's it. That's it. Agreed upon side whores. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, wife, the scriptures say, manipulating the scriptures. The scriptures say, I could have one or two more in here. You got to agree to this. And it says, shall be punished by a fine to exceed $5,000. Let's go furthermore down a little bit. Let's check out some more polygamy laws in Tennessee. We read that one already. Is bigamy a crime? I believe that's another term. I believe that's another term for polygamy. Is polygamy illegal in all U.S. states? Polygamy is a crime originated in the common law and is now outlined in every state. Every state, polygamy is illegal. So no. Legally, he's not married to those two. He's just married to his first wife of 40 years. That's it. That's it. He ain't no fool. He ain't no fool to go marry those two. At all. All right? In the United States, polygamy was declared unlawful through the passing of the Immune's Anti-Polygamy Act of 1882. They ain't married to those other two. They're just side pieces. That's it. That's all they are. You understand? There may be an agreement but guess what? He ain't gonna go to that courthouse and marry those other two. You know better. He ain't no fool. If you got some type of revelation on adultery and stuff like that, then go marry those other two. Let us see a live ceremony and legal paperwork that you're married to those other two? I bet you won't show it. I bet you won't show it. I guarantee you won't. He ain't married to those other two. He's just knocking them off as side pieces. That's it. You know what I'm saying? These people are liars. They know better. They know better. You understand? You understand? If you think you got some type of revelation, go to the courthouse and go marry those other two women and put it on YouTube. I bet you won't, because you know better. You know the laws of the land. That's why. He know better. He ain't no fool. You understand? He ain't no fool. Talking about it's okay to have more than one wife, and you can't even marry the other two. Because what? Because of the laws of the land. Yeah, okay. This guy, man. This guy. Gotta follow God says they will attack you if you say anything that's truth in the Bible. Simply behold, Craig says everyone last night who was speaking against the channel blocked within a minute or two. So be it. Well, it probably wasn't him per se. It probably was somebody maybe operating his channel and things like that. But he probably authorized that, block people who come, saying, I guess for Gino, or even those who come on here. You got moderators on his channel that come on my channel just to see who's for Gino, and they watching y'all. They know who's who. They know the common people who comment on my videos or C-Rock videos or anybody else other channel of the Truth of God. They know the common people. You understand? He says, oh, no. He says, Logan voice. He said, this thumbnail, though. Oh, yeah, that thumbnail came to mind. I had that thumbnail yesterday. I was going to put it on my other channel, but I said, let me put it on both of them. So we broadcasted from both channels at one time. He says, Dowell is a disgrace, leading his members to hell. JC1 says, they have this wicked show now, seeking brother husband. What? Let me see. He said, is Dowell still yapping? Yep. He said he thought he was going to break you when he called you a lesbian, but he's a devil. Absolutely. Absolutely. He don't understand that lesbian women, they like women. So my preference is women. For sure. All right. Holy Ark says, Dowell, power comes for the woman preaching his false teachings of marriage. A real false teacher of the scriptures. The wives is the sin pusher for his messy doctrine. Cheryl Gibbons says, God don't follow God. They're going to realize it. Norman Williams. Dowell is a bully, and a bully to himself because he doesn't have an understanding of a mind. I don't know how to pronounce your name. What is that? Hyriar. I fell into this false doctrine, almost got trafficked to a predator at 19. I still feel ashamed. The psychological breakdown is horrendous and dangerous. It was the false poly doctrine. I'm 22 now. Wow. Poly. That seems to be the wave in these days. Poly. Polygamy. Listen, everybody want their cake and eat it too. They want 2 or 3 women in the house. Listen, I used to talk to a lot of women when I was young, but I knew better. And I still know better. At the end of the day, once you get married to that one, that's it, man. That's it. You understand? That's it. Don't turn it back. You understand? You see that sister with the shorts on and her Coke bottle shape and things like that. Listen. Listen. What up, Christopher Span? What up? What up? What up, Jared James? He said, did you hear about Ford's new Raptor? It's called Very Raptor. They did it for Pride Month. I didn't hear about that. What up, Ernest Beard? What up, Nicole Levels? Nicole Martin says she looks scared and embarrassed at the same time. We're talking about the first wife. Mitchell Emmett says, one pastor said Moses had 3 wives. They went to Mark 10 and said Jesus referred back to Moses as an example of the law. It was strange. It was a strange take on the scriptures. What up, Octavius Carmichael? What up, what up, what up? Nicole says, it's sad when a woman has low self-esteem. Octavius says, I saw that live yesterday. They was talking nonsense, as always. G Swole says, what up? I don't get how pastor think they stand a chance against PJ. That's preaching nothing but God's word. So what they're failing to realize by going against him, you're saying God is wrong. You mentioned Malachi York. I heard about him. He's another false prophet. Jinju says the clown dissects parts of the Old Testament that he wants to follow. He hates the New Testament because the truth triggers him. Well, that's what a lot of those Hebrew Israelites do. I mean, it's basic common sense. I mean, even a child can understand, certain things of the Old Testament don't apply in these days, and some do. Even a child know better to differentiate the Old Testament and the New Testament. It's just a lot of people like to complicate things. It's just easy as 1, 2, 3. Given that, certain things are hard to come up to and understand, like the book of Revelation, you need a God-sent preacher to break that stuff down. But what man just follow the Old Testament and throw out the New? You know what I'm saying? Listen, you got to eat the whole thing. They're just eating around the crust. That's it. You got to eat the whole thing. It hurts. You understand? It hurts. Listen, the truth hurts. Every day the truth hurts. It hurts me. It hurts everybody out here. But a lot of people, they only picking out little pieces. Oh, I want this scripture over here. Oh, David had, or such and such had many wives and concubines and stuff like that. Why can't I? You understand? They pick out little stuff. Oh, you ain't supposed to shave the corners of your beard and whatnot. They pick out little things. Oh, you ain't supposed to eat pork. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't supposed to do this from the Old Testament without telling the whole story, or who it was it implying to, or does it still apply in these days? They just pick out the little stuff. Man, it's just basic common sense. Listen, this stuff hurts. Even if something hurt me in the scriptures, I ain't gonna sit here and not believe it. You understand? I got to respect it and work to get myself there. Simple as that. How hard is it if something hurt you in the scriptures to just respect it? That's it. Thou shalt not this, thou shalt not that. XYZ. Man, I ain't following that. That's not true. Paul wrote that, and Paul was this and Paul was that. You hear a lot of these people like that. I mean, look when Harry Knox was debating Gino. Look at that situation. I believe he brought up Paul. You understand? A lot of people, Paul this and Peter that. Just believe the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Eat the whole thing. Eat it. You understand? Eat the whole word. It hurts, but hey, you got to respect the word of God at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Common sense. And he's a grown man. He's 56 years of age. And you mean to tell me a grown man like that, he got an ignorant mouth like that? You know what I'm saying? He mentioned that we old enough to be his father. Or he's old enough to be our father. Beg your pardon. Well, act like it then. You understand? Because if you was my pops and you act like that, Oh, you gonna get the business. I don't care. You gonna get the business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't little Tony no more. You understand? You understand? I ain't little Tony no more. What up, great man? What up? What up? What up? You says they stupid. Period. Nicole. Cheryl says say it well. Jenju says not side whores. He says Dwell knows if he married them all, his behind will be in jail. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, Mr. Dwell, here's a challenge to you. Show your paperwork on your marriage with all three of them. I bet you he can't show that. Now I'm challenging you on that one. How about that? He talking about I issued a boxing challenge. I'm challenging you on that. Please show us your documentation from the courts that you're married to all three of them in the state of Tennessee. Please show us that. He ain't gonna do it. Neither is his partners that was, co-signer for him. You know what I'm saying? Since you say it's not adultery and whatnot, that you got your little 3 wives, okay, cool. I just want to see some paperwork. Show us some paperwork. Forget all the back and forth and the things like that and stuff like that. If you show us the paperwork from the courts, from the state of Tennessee, that you're married to these 3, you understand? And that it's okay, even for the state of Tennessee, because you seem to have some type of revelation that we don't know. Maybe you could tell, the state of Tennessee that, listen, it's okay to have 3 wives. Y'all should change y'all laws on that. Please show us that. He can't. Listen, this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna dance around it, try to make jokes and stuff like that, because he can't prove that at all. Now prove it. Now prove to everybody here on YouTube, even prove to your congregation that you're married to those 3. Prove it on paper. Listen, you got the documentation on your first wife of 40 years. Prove with the other 2 or the other 3 or whatever. I don't know how many he got. Prove it. Prove it. You understand? Prove that. You know what I'm saying? Prove it. I bet you he can. You know what I'm saying? All right. Octavius Carmichael says they be too focused on Gino and not the word of God. They was picking and choosing what scriptures they would obey. Well, we on adultery, and we're gonna stay right here. You understand? He believes in that. He believes it's okay to have all these wives. I want him to prove that legally. He's stuck right there. He's stuck. He can't move. Listen, he can't move. He cannot move from this one. He can't move. You got him. Listen, it's deer hunting season. You understand? He shoot guns. So do I. It's deer hunting season. You know what I'm saying? How you want it? Simply behold. He says, man, for those women out there, have some respect for yourself, multiple women. To the man. And to the man, you're no better. What up, Evelyn Underwood? He says the worst crime you can do is go against God. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that for sure. Going against God. Like I said, the scriptures are very, very hard to come up to, in which a lot of people, they try to throw out things that they don't like of the scriptures. Listen, a lot of stuff in there hurt me, but is Tony Harvin gonna say, listen, to other people or in general to himself, listen, I'm gonna take out this scripture, I ain't gonna follow that one, that's not true, Paul don't know what he's talking about, Zechariah don't know what he's talking about, David don't know what he's talking about, Peter don't know what he's talking about, John? I'm not gonna do that at all. At all. You understand? At all. You got to respect the scriptures at all times. You know, at all times. For sure. All right. he says he says get him. For sure. So I know his members are listening. I know they tuning in. They got their moderators listening. They're gonna go back and tell them. Listen, I want you to go tell them. This ask Mr. Dowell. Listen, do you have any legal documentations that you are married to these women? Or can you legally get married to these women? You know what I mean? Being that you have a revelation that it's okay to have many wives, why don't the court system believe you? If you are a true man of God, right? They should believe you. They should really change their laws. Even that, they should ride with you. You know? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. He ain't gonna prove that. He can't. Now he's stuck. That's something he can't get out of. Listen, you got him in a the Bret Hart sharpshooter. You understand? He can't get out of that. There's no way out. He cannot prove that. He can't. You understand? And this from a YouTuber. This ain't from no preacher. I told you, man, these false prophets, they too easy. When they think they got something, they don't have nothing because that's something he cannot prove. You understand? At all. Octavia says that's right. Bernice says, I heard a man say truth sounds like hate to those who hate the truth. Oh, yeah. Mr. Vlog says, does he support the women financially? I don't know. I believe he's in the construction business, you know. I mean, they pay good and things like that, you know. Got his little YouTube channel going. I'm pretty sure the people, you know, fund him a little bit. So probably making, I'm not in another man's pockets. I'm not in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so concerned about, you know, him, you know, taking care of his children for the most part, you know. But in general, I mean, I'm not in the man's pocket. So, you know, from what I've seen, he in construction, which is a good field to be in, you know. I think. Carrie Tisdale says, what scripture do he have to go against adultery and where God says he can have more than one wife? This man hate Pastor Gino Jennings. What's up, Tony? What's up? What's up? G Swole says, that's crazy how married couples in their elderly age want to get a divorce and get married with another. Like, seriously, you're too old for that. We living in a time. I remember when, you know, grandma, grandpa, great grandma, great grandpa, great aunt, great uncle, you know, they married for 40, 50 years. It seemed like in these days, man, marriage is like, you know, being broken apart, you know what I'm saying? And things like that, you know. For what I think, it's not a righteous way of teaching from a lot of preachers out here upon teaching the people what marriage is really about. Because from one bishop, marriage is serious. You understand? And from Gino, the way he teaching and stuff like that, oh man. Oh man. You know what I mean? But listening to this one bishop and things like that, he's the same way with marriage, the way Gino teaches. You know what I mean? And he teach marriage pretty good at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what he was saying in general, like, you know, people just jump into marriage like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? They getting the goods and they knocking each other off. And they think getting the goodies or getting cutty, you know what I'm saying, is a reason to get married. You know what I mean? Some people get married for the wrong reasons. And I'm just going by what I've heard other true men of God and stuff like that speak upon marriage. I'm not giving my own advice in general because I'm not no Dr. Phil or anything like that. You understand? From what I heard, marriage is serious. You know what I mean? From a biblical standpoint, we may think it's just, okay, we married now. Now we can hump all day. Let's let's get serious, right? Let's get serious. Oh, I'm married now. I could hump from Monday to Sunday, and that's it. That's what marriage is about. Oh no. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? No way. One bishop said, if you're married, if that's what you think about your marriage, that is all about sex, then it won't work. It won't work at all. I forgot who preacher said that. I forgot his name. I can't remember the name. Forgive me. Nicole Level says, I heard a woman say, I'm cool. I got my own space. She say he can be with his first wife and the money is good with all our income straight dumb. Well, I think that's what a lot of, of them are, why they do the polygamy thing. Why they think it's okay for the man to have, a couple of wives in the house and whatnot because of the bills. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fairly much easier for them to, live a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? A 3-way or 4-way split of the bills, the mortgage, the gas, the cable, the food. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody to watch the kids and whatnot. That's from their carnal minds at the end of the day. But from a biblical standpoint, listen, you're married. Again, this is what I learned and was listening to this one preacher. You know what I'm saying? If you're married and you got kids, listen, you want to have to handle your business as a man and as a woman. He says, is he actually married to one of them? Yes, that's correct. His wife of 40 years. 40 years. You know what I mean? One of them he's married to. I was asking him or asking his congregation or whoever's listening to him from his group for him to produce legal documents that he's married to the other two, or go get legal documents. You understand? Show us where you can marry those other two women in the state of Tennessee. He can't prove it. He cannot prove it, and he will not go to the courthouse to marry those two. If he think it's okay to marry other women besides the wife he got, then go do it. Why he ain't go do it? Why he ain't go do it? He ain't no fool. Maybe in other countries, on other continents, they legalize you can marry more than one, maybe. You understand? But in the state of Tennessee, where he lives at, where his church is at, Tennessee do not allow that. You understand? And he cannot prove that law allows it at all. And he will not go to that courthouse and go get married to those other two women of his because he know better. He ain't no fool. He ain't no fool. Listen, he could talk all that big talk about you can marry more than one woman. He said you can marry more than one? Really? Really? Okay. There ain't no fool to get that imprisonment time. There ain't no fool. Ain't no fool. All them people he had on his little screen, I didn't watch too much of that garbage. You understand? They know better. They know better. He said he follows the land laws but disagree with scriptures. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? He said he follows the laws of the land but disagree with the scriptures. Wow. Wow. We just had to block a troll. Now that troll I had to block. You understand? That troll I had to block. You know what I mean? If you looking trolls like that, I block. You know what I'm saying? Because I know exactly who it is. It's an obsessed person. Now, there's a difference between going to somebody's channel and making small comments. Listen, I heard some people was asking him questions, right? And he blocked them, or whoever was handling his social media account, whatever, you know. But when a person is like stalking you and obsessed with you and whatnot and making crazy comments, yeah, block them. I agree with that. You understand? Because some people could be like so obsessed with you. You're just a listen. You're just a YouTuber. That's it. I'm just a I'm just a human being. You understand? So we just had to block a little troll and whatnot. Simply behold, Craig says, we all know who you are. Absolutely. Somebody who's looking for attention. That's it. Somebody who wants to be in the mix. You know? It's crazy how a lot of people try to get attention. Listen, just build up your YouTube channel. That's it. It's hard work to do this stuff, especially 3 channels. It's not hard to build up your own content and whatnot and do your own thing. You don't have to come to people's channels and say derogatory things. You don't have to do that. You can make videos like this if you disagree with somebody, or if you know, that's it. In a respectful manner. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's not hard to do. All right. Somebody said troll alert. And by the way, that's not Charles Dowell's peoples. You know what I'm saying? Some of us know who that person exactly is. He has no affiliation with Charles Dowell. So Charles Dowell, you know, and that person, I believe, also beyond his videos, making comments about me. I don't go to his channel and watch his videos. Like, I only go there and somebody say, listen, watch it for a couple of minutes or whatever. I check it out and turn it off. Like I said before, I don't watch these maggots. You understand? I don't watch their videos at all. I mean, I don't watch it at all. I may receive some alerts about some copyrights in my YouTube studio that they use in some of my videos. And if I feel the need to flag them, I will. If I feel the need to proceed with it, I will. And sometimes I just don't. You understand? So I don't watch these people's videos. They think I do, but I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So they could make the 20, 30-minute, 2-hour videos and whatnot. I don't watch you. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. What a man working 13, 14 hours a day with 5 kids and, you know what I'm saying, coming on YouTube, got time to watch some clowns for a couple of hours. Really? You understand? But this is what they want. We ain't talking about Charles Dowell. We're gonna put a pause on him right now. They want so much attention that they actually think you're watching their videos. Or they making fake, somebody made a fake name, a Jersey City boxer or something like that. You know what I mean? And they said it was me. Really? I mean, you could have came up with something better than that. And you know, anybody with a vulnerable mind would say, "Wow, man, Tony Harvin is originally from Jersey City, and you know what I'm saying, he boxed. So yeah, that's him." Anybody can make up a name. You understand? But this is what people do. They try to make up these fake names and stuff like that, and they have these conversations with themselves. It be the troll that makes the fake name, right? And they talking to themselves as if it's me. They did that with Gino. They did that with. I'm not saying that same troll did it. I'm not saying that, but other people have done the same thing. They'll make the fake name, and they talking to themselves as if it was Guy U and Perdito, the other guy who does the Truth of God videos. They did C-Rock like that. Now they're doing me like that. They did Gino like that, and other people like that too. They talk to themselves. Those are the other trolls besides Charles Dowell. You know what I mean? What person got time to do that? I don't get it. Who sit at a computer to make fake names to talk to themselves in the comment section? Really? There's something got to be really mentally wrong with a person who does that. And say, oh, that's Tony Harvin doing that. Really? What time in the world do I have? You know what I'm saying? Taking care of my own place alone. You understand? going to the gym, working, taking care of 5 kids. You know how much it takes to take care of 5 kids? You understand? 5 kids. What time in the world do I have to make fake names talking to myself? Oh, yeah, I'm going to make Jersey City boxer and talk to myself. What a fool. What a fool. You understand? What a fool. And you got some people believing that garbage too. You got some people actually believing that. What a fool. You know what I'm saying? And the person who's doing it, something is psychologically, spiritually wrong with this idiot. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is, an idiot at the end of the day. All right? Gotta follow God says, I would be embarrassed to sleep with a married man. I would feel dirty. I would feel fear of what God would do to me. It's never worth it. Women gotta have some respect, even if the man doesn't. Absolutely. But you got a lot of silly women out here. And before I deleted this one woman, she was a Hebrew Israelite from my Facebook page. Man, she was promoting polygamy for about a year straight. I didn't even know she was like that. I didn't even know that. She had 2 women and a man, I guess, all, hugged up and whatnot, kissing. And she was like, this is what I need. This is what I want. I said, what? And I started seeing a little bit more. I said, let me delete this woman. You understand? Because I don't want my kids to open up my phone if they playing a video game or something like that, watching kids YouTube, and they see that. You understand? No way. But you got a lot of people promoting polygamy. I want a poly relationship. I want a poly marriage. For what? For what? You feel comfortable with a man humping on another woman in the next room while you listen? I don't get these people. Like I said, even in my player days, I knew better. I knew better. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't doing nothing that I didn't do when I was younger. They doing the same stuff. But they trying to justify it with scripture. They doing the same stuff I did when I was a kid, not more so physically. They doing the same stuff as I did when I was 18, 19 years old. Listen, having 3 women at one time, as far as like talking in a sense, but they doing it more so in a physical manner and things like that, and trying to justify it with scripture. Ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? At all. What up, Christoph Jones? Hope all is well. I'm kind of at the 10:08 p.m. mark on the messengers, so forgive me, please. He said, where the troll at? I deleted them. I read that, Mitchell. I read that. His righteousness. What's up? What is that? Zayton says, if the well can have 2 wives, which is adultery, that means one of his wives can get another husband. So it would be 2 men and 2 women in a relationship. Evelyn Underwood says, a man that's a real man doesn't seek attention like the well. Cole is the enemy of God. Apostle Gino Jennings is destroying them from the pulpit. Remember, donation is going to be a witness against them. Black in the Future says, why is it so easy to sin? I think it's a scripture in there. How it go? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. I think it's a scripture in there, something like that. Gino taught on that and things like that. I mean, if it's something you like, especially if it's like women and whatnot, or some people like drugs. They just have an addiction to drugs, an addiction to heavy alcohol, an addiction to pornography, masturbation, smoking weed, anger, hatred. They have an addiction to it. It's so easy. It's so easy to do wrong. And it's so hard to be righteous and holy. It's hard. It's easy for somebody to go out there and, find a random person and just sleep with them. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for some people to do that. It's easy for some people to go to the weed man, to the dope man, to the coke man, to the fentanyl man and get high. He said, lawyer Tony. Ah, man. He said, I just seen that troll hit the like button and repent or die. Ah, man. That's funny. Y'all funny, man, for sure. All right, we at the 10-12 mark on the comments. I'm trying to get to y'all. Forgive me, please. Please forgive me. I'm kind of backed up in the comments. He says, no, Dowell said something against Mother Jennings. Watch your mouth about mama. There are others in the crowd besides Gino that carry an 8 card. Maybe Dowell ran into one of them. Well, he mentioned that he's old enough to be our fathers. Guess he was talking about me and C-Rock. Well, any real man with good morals and good values would not talk about somebody's mother. You understand? Now, when the movie Scarface came out, I'm pretty sure some of us watched it and things like that back in the day. Scarface had a quote, no women, no kids. You understand? And that statement makes sense, even from a movie to reality. That you're going to go in to talk about somebody's mother. I think she's around, 90? I think you got to stoop that low to talk about somebody's mother. I know some people in this congregation feel some type of way, but they ain't going to speak up. Now, any person would deserve a chapeau for talking about a mother. Seriously. That's what happened back in the day when we was in school. You know what I'm saying? We in the lunchroom playing spoons and all that. Playing tops in the courtyard. Playing football with a quarter water plastic bottle. You understand? Have a joke battle and stuff. Now, jokes, cool. Well, when you start getting serious about mothers and whatnot, now that's something different, man. But that's what people are trying to do when they can't get their way. They try to stoop so low. Oh, we're going to talk about the mother. We're going to talk about the kids. We're going to talk about all. But you call yourself a father, a man, a real man. You ain't no real man at the end of the day. Ain't no real man, because ain't no real, you call yourself a preacher. Ain't no real preacher talk in that manner at all. You understand? At all. He says, that's right, can't be eaten around the crust. What up, MHW? What's up? Hope all is well. Nicole says, I put my soul in no man's hands completely. For sure. All right. What up, Sandra Williams? What up, Jamar? Zaynton says, only reason why Charles brawls out is because he has 2 wives. He says, why everyone have drama or beefing on YouTube? Well, I don't call this beef or drama. I don't call this that. What Hassan Campbell, what DJ Academics, what Doggy Diamonds, what DJ Vlad, what Gully TV is doing, what they doing, that's drama. Over here, I'm just speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? What they do, all that stuff on Clubhouse and all that other nonsense, arguing and whatnot, not edifying the people. That's what Mr. Dowell seems to be in tune with. His habitat, his environment, his personality. It reminds me of all that nonsense that these people are doing on Clubhouse. They got to have gossip and whatnot, but we just stating facts here. That's it. You know what I mean? You got to understand we YouTubers, and granted that, YouTubers, of course, they do it for the watch time hours and views, but you got to have some type of encouraging word to it, some type of empowerment to the people. There's a difference. When you clarify something and when you try to help edify and encourage the people. So I don't classify my videos as drama. What else you said? Beefing. I'm not beefing with Mr. Dowell. You understand? I don't beef with nobody on the internet. For what? When we call beefing in school, it's like, yo, we about to get it in. You know what I'm saying? 3:00 come. All right, let's shoot. I remember having a fight in the lunchroom, 5th grade. Forget waiting. Let's get it in. You know? Let's get it in. That's what we call beef back then. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call beef. All right, what up, Rose Green? What up, what up, what up? Nicole, again, you says y'all giving Israelites a bad name because y'all the heathen ones. Jared James says he got time for you and C-Rock, but doesn't have time to apologize for saying let every man be the truth. And oh man, that was funny. They all talk about Gino because they don't have the knowledge of God. They're jealous because God actually uses Gino. He's the only pastor that can break scripture down and put it back together. He says, must be a common law marriage. I don't know. Common law? Common law. What up, 10-2K? Common law marriage, you got to understand, and I'm not a preacher, but it's common sense. In the common law marriage, I believe in the state of New Jersey, when I was living in there, I believe it was like if you living with somebody for 10 years in a household or something like that, I believe that they will give that common law marriage. But is it vows unto the Lord with you and your spouse, right? And God, because that's what it's about. That's a real marriage right there. You know what I'm saying? But if they got a common law marriage, I don't think that's going to produce any paperwork. I still think it's under the classification of polygamy and against the state laws over there in Tennessee. We'll see, though. We'll see. Craig says he does not go by the state because he said if he did with marriage, he couldn't have 3. So he said he's married by the Bible or something, not the state. Man, get out of here. Get out of here, man. Kim says send Terrell the link. Terrell? Send Terrell the link. Is that person still in here? I don't know. I blocked him because we all know who that is. He just wants some attention. But let's go back to the topic at hand. He says they don't even follow the type of polygamy they did in the Bible anyway. They not paying no drawry or nothing. Got you. He says, Craig, you funny, man. What up, Robert Tucker? Hope all is well. Shout out to Robert Tucker. G Swole says, it hurt me when PJ answered my question by scripture, asking him if I catch my wife cheating, can I divorce her? And he said, no, only by death do us apart. Oh, man, that's funny. He says, what up, Jenna? He said they choose booty over Bible. Wow, that's deep. That's deep right there. Final Way of You says, good evening. What up? He says, would you interview Dowell if he wanted to speak his mind on remarriage? Well, probably not. Maybe if he was interested in a biblical discussion, sure. But interviewing him, no. A biblical discussion, sure. You know? So he's invited to a biblical discussion, you know, but of course he wants to have it with Gino Jennings and whatnot. It's like others and what have you. You know, but if any man got claimed to have skill in the scriptures, they wouldn't mind who they have a discussion with at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like interviewing him, No. Biblical discussion in general, sure. You know what I'm saying? All right. What up, Anthony Beckham? He says, are you coming to Bronx? God willing on July 1st and 2nd when Pastor comes, if it be the Lord's will. Well, times I was in Jersey, I went to the Bronx Temple, Lehman College, if that's where it's still at. You know, July 1st. I don't think I'm coming to Jersey at that time. You know, I should be in Jersey around maybe July the 14th, maybe. But we'll see, man. Anything is possible. You know what I mean? Anything is possible, for sure. You know. What is the goal of marriage from God? Type in Gino Jennings marriage. I think that's the title of a video. What up, Innsworth? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. He said, yo, expose this troll. He's like a dirty roach that won't go away. Well, that person is just looking for attention. That's all. What up, Xavier's mom? What up? What up? What up? He says, I wonder why those women would jeopardize their place in heaven by entertaining being a second, third, or fourth wife. Wow. Wow. Christopher Span says, marriage is serious. I'm learning from the scriptures how to be a man of God and how to be a better husband. Oh, man, that's funny. What up, Abraham? What up? What up? What up? He says, so-called Pastor Dowell is jealous of my Pastor Gino Jennings because Gino Jennings is doing things that he can't do in life. Keep it pushing, brother. The TOG soldiers are just too heavy. Absolutely. Nicole says, people never going to be interested in the history because y'all are wicked. Gets okay. All right, Israelite. You're Israelite. Okay. All right. You're Israelite. Oh, all right. Yeah. Nicole's an Israelite. All right. At the end of the day, we still got to follow that Bible. You understand? Still got to follow them scriptures. Israelite, Jew, black man, white man. You know what I mean? Person in Australia, astronauts out there in space. You understand? You still got to follow that Bible. You know? For sure. He says, Nicole, you funny. You funny. I'm an Israelite. Go ahead with your bad self. I think I read that one. He says, I'm tired of hearing about LeBron. LeBron? What's wrong with LeBron? What's wrong with LeBron James? What's going on? You know? What's going on? What's going on with LJ? All right. Let me scroll. I'm scrolling down in the comments. How does HIV work? How come it ain't tearing them apart? You're funny. You says, good show, Mr. Harvin. 8 p.m. is my God time to relax and reflect on the day and give God the praise and listen to what God have in store for me tomorrow. Respect, love, fight for God and the saints. Appreciate that. He said they want poly hell. Ah, man, that's funny. That's funny. Wow. Nicole says, sin is pleasurable, but it opens doors to stuff you don't want. It's spiritual. God bless you too, Ashley Hood. Appreciate that. What up, Charles? What up, Charles? His righteousness says, why do Dwell and his crew think it's okay to drink alcohol? I mean, I don't know. You know. got a cup of Henny, cup of Remy, Ciroc. Man, they love to get it in. You know what I'm saying? They just like the people when I go back to Jersey City on the corner with that brown paper bag, cursing up a storm. They run parallel to each other. Drinking, cursing up a storm. Same thing. Same thing. Ain't no different from the drunk on the corner cursing. Ain't no different. Right? Blessed forever. He says, I felt like that he was out of pocket. He spoke about Mother Jennings and Sister Darlene. A lot of people still coming up to like things like that. You know what I mean? I will respect Gino for being so humble, man. You know, this man is a real humble man. The comments that I seen and the videos, you know, he spoke about somebody handing him a letter and gave him a threat. People coming to his house, camping outside of his house, calling his wife. The man is humble, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I listen, I need to learn more of that. You know what I mean? I need to learn more of that because if somebody come in front of my house camping around over some YouTube stuff, oh man. Lord, when I pray, please don't allow that to happen. Or give me the humbleness for a situation if it was to happen. Please. Please. You understand? So the man, I believe somebody also spoke about it was a situation when somebody came in the church and they pulled a gun out on Gino. I don't know how true that story is. It could be. I got to listen to the interview. You understand? But that's just pure humbleness right there from Gino. And I really commend and respect that as a man, for sure. You know, going through a lot of trolls. I mean, a man went through so many trolls. There's millions out there. From based upon the videos, the audios that I've listened to, where people making threats, threatening to blow up the church, threatening to kill him and his family, coming to the church with guns. And it was also said that, you know, not just that gun situation, but a lot of people have tried to come into church with firearms. Now, whether it was for them, you know, their own self-protection in general, but still, the level of humbleness that, you know what I mean? Now, that's what I need to learn, for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need to learn more of. And I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on that, you know, because I don't know how I would be if somebody was to camp outside my house, my place. Blessedly, I live alone. But if my children are here, is somebody camping outside my house? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. How to remain humble in a situation like that when you are a fighter and a protector physically, how to remain humble. And that's what I see in Gino, the level of humbleness that he has. To stay paused, to stay relaxed in that type of situation. You understand? So when I hear certain stories, especially the gas station story, listen, it was no other choice but to throw hands with that guy. Now, when somebody pull out a knife or something like that, and you at the gas station, unexpectedly, what you gonna do? Granted, hey man, you gotta throw hands. You gotta put some wrestling moves, a takedown and an ankle lock, guillotine, choke out. You know what I'm saying? Full mount, half mount. take them out. You know? But the level of humbleness, I've never seen such humbleness from a person like that. Never. And these are from mostly from what I see and the same trolls that I saw like when I first started to put out the truth of God. Now listen, I'm just a person who just put out the truth of God back in 2016, and you got this. I say, why this person say this? Where this person live at? You know what I'm saying? This person can't say this stuff to me on the street. Let me search this person up. Let me see who they is. That was my mentality back then. But now it's something different. Like, these people just looking for attention. That's it. But when you first coming on YouTube and you got these trolls, you be like, who is this person, man? Man, I want to have a slugfest with this person. But you got to learn how people operate on YouTube, man. A lot of them just trolls and want attention, like the troll earlier. They don't have nothing better to do with themselves. And a lot of them have nothing for themselves in general. It's a sad thing that I gotta work 13, 14 hours and everybody else do, while people like that sit home all day and wait till you and I, people in the chat room, or if you got your own YouTube channel, they'll wait till you get online. They subscribe to your channel. The same trolls, they subscribe to your channel. They hit the notification bell and they waiting there all day for you to get home, for you to finish up taking care of your kids, picking them up from school. I can't wait till they get online so I can say something. I don't care if they block me. I'll make another name. You understand? It's a sad situation that people waste their time just like that. You know what I mean? But you gotta remain humble, man. And that's one thing that Gino do. Tony, my bro, you're not even close on what you think you know. You're not even. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Don't know what you're talking about. Holy, you says a clap out to C Rock Smooth and Tony Harvin. Great challenge. Appreciate that. It's definitely hard work, man. For sure. It's definitely hard work. Definitely got to be consistent. Oh yeah, Gino is coming to Virginia, I believe this weekend. I got some more promos I got to put up on Tony Harvin TV and whatnot, and things like that. It's on Facebook promos. He's coming to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia. All right, so you're out there in Richmond. You know what I'm saying? Go check out that promo. Type it in on YouTube. Pastor Gino Jennings is coming to Richmond, Virginia. All right. Let's see more comments. He said the Breakfast Club or Vlad TV is more of Dowell's environment. Sure, I think Charlamagne the God wouldn't even let him on. You understand? I think that. You know what I mean? And listen, DJ Envy probably kick him off. Now Vlad, some people classify him as a culture vulture or whatever. He probably would like that type of stuff. All right. Let's go to the comments. More comments. What up, Michael Hollisworth? He says, greetings. Is Charles Dookie Doodlewell, is he still trash talking about Gino? Well, some people stated that he was. All right. We're gonna get rid of another one. I don't know what that person was talking about. Excuse me. Okay. You said, I recall Pastor Gino Jennings had no problem with debating Pastor Tony Smith. Pastor Smith had a foul mouth and is more aggressive. Why not debate Pastor Dowell? Well, Tony Smith at the time back then, right now he has a foul mouth, but Tony Smith, before, he was preaching some holiness. He had some, But now he done converted over to something dealing with, like, I don't know. And it's more so like a Hebrew Israelite type of thing. And he's reading from, like, different languages of the scriptures and whatnot. So it's not about the level of language, it's about respect. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the language, it's about respect. It's about morals and values. You know what I mean? If you got somebody talking about your mother, you got somebody talking about your wife, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna want to stand next to him like it's all cool, like we could have a biblical discussion. My man, you done cross the line. You don't know what's in a person. They can remain humble, but you don't know what's in a person. Like, so it's best in general. A person might be thinking like it's best for us not to have a discussion, because if a man is threatening something, why would you have a discussion to possibly cause an altercation at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about the language, it's about the respect, as a man at the end of the day. All right. John Smith, the word says meaning of marriage is to have children, bringing two into one, what God want to do to us in his word. Stacy Sally, what up, what up? Hope all is well. I hope all is well with you. You know what I mean? What up, Scholar Sellers? Hope all is well. Shirley Gibbons says they're just trying to take him out of his character, but prayers will cause God to move on his behalf. He says, I love Gino Jennings and, his man of God. He's a man of God, excuse me. He says, your thumbnail is funny. Listen, that thumbnail is a classic. You understand? That thumbnail is a classic. For sure. I got more in the chamber, but it's not about the jokes and whatnot. But I just thought that would be a cool one, All right. He said, amazing. For sure, for sure. Appreciate that. Nicole Martin says, we have a vulture in the chat room, brother. It's the same person. It's the same person. I told you they make different names, but it's themselves. They have a obsession with this channel. I don't know. I don't get why a person who dislikes this channel keep coming back. Listen, go that way. You understand? Go that way. I don't understand why you block them. They make another name or have other names in the chamber, and they come back to your channel, man. Wow. That's crazy. I never thought something like this would happen with so-called Christians and whatnot, because this is the same person who called themselves a preacher. Like, some of us know who is this person. We know who the person that is doing it. We know of them rather, not know them, but we know of them. They're just coming in with different names and saying certain things. It's obvious that it's them. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? But they just want the attention, and they want their name mentioned. They want to be talked about and stuff like that. So I've been doing good today, blocking people and, not saying their name. We're not talking about them per se, but I've been doing a little better today with blocking people and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing better. So I'm getting better. See that? I'm working on my humbleness now. You know what I mean? He said somebody has two phones. All right. G4 says, I need to learn self-control myself, understanding that people will do anything just to get attention, whether it's bad or good. Attention, people like it either way. He says, we need First Church here in Boston. These Masons and Eastern Stars are taking over, still tarrying. He says, Dowell has not even got into Christian boot camp with all his cursing and beer drinking. He said, I understand someone struggling with sin, but Pastor Doodle defends cursing and drinking beer. Gotcha. Okay. What up, Bernard? Where? He says, Mother Jennings says Gino walked over where the man with the gun and told the guy, if he's not going to use it, shut up and listen to the word. Oh, man. That had to been funny. Jordan, what up? He says, I just finished watching a video that false prophet made. I can't even believe he's trying to step to apostle. He don't even believe the whole word. He believes bits and pieces. He'll lose. For sure. Rebel Eric, what up? What up, Rebel? He says, why people, I guess this is off topic. He says, why are people saying DC Young Fly sacrificed his wife? Well, for those who don't know who DC Young Fly is, a comedian. He started off on YouTube and whatnot with the jokes. Elevated into a show with Nick Cannon, Wildin' Out and whatnot, was in movies and all that other stuff. You know, people are going to say what they're going to say, man. Social media. I saw the report today, earlier, you know, his baby mother passed away or whatnot. You know, people are going to say what they're going to say, man. Oh, Illuminati did it, this and that, XYZ, you know. But, you know, person lost their life. Let the man mourn, let her family mourn and stuff like that in peace. This is social media, though, man. You know how they are. All right. Let's see. What up, Elias? What up? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. You says they're not on this Tony Harvin network. Well, being that it's broadcasting on both YouTube channels, so if like a troll trolls Tony Harvin, troll that channel, and they comment on that channel, it won't be shown on Tony Harvin network chat room and vice versa. You know, so if you on either or channels, and if a troll is trolling and saying things on that other channel that is being broadcasted on, the other channel will not see it. You know, all right. He said that guy's disgusting. That's funny. Nicole Mars says, he said, you're doing good, bro. Appreciate that. He says, apparently Jamie Foxx is allegedly paralyzed and blind. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? All right. If y'all got any last remarks as we come into a close with this YouTube live, I appreciate everybody for coming on this YouTube live for sure. You know, and do remember, if you are a new person to this channel, if you like, because I don't beg for subscribers, you know, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified upon videos that come out on this YouTube channel, whether it's YouTube Lives, regular videos, or YouTube Shorts. I do have other channels, Tony Harvin Network and Tony Harvin, and we have Tony Harvin TV that's broadcasting the Truth of God and Truth of God videos only. We're also broadcasting the Truth of God videos in about 15 groups on Facebook, you know, every day. So if you are looking for, you know, those throwback videos of the Truth of God, you got to go to Tony Harvin TV YouTube channel and whatnot, and be on the lookout, because I'm working on putting those old classics cassette tapes on that channel and whatnot, which is working. You know, so if y'all got any last remarks to this one, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know. You know, once again, I hope everybody have a wonderful night tonight. You know, thankfully tomorrow's Friday, and we come into the weekend and things like that, and what have you. And it's a blessed thing to you know, live another second. For sure, we are in the works of a biblical discussion on Monday. I believe it's on tithing and whatnot. You know what I mean? I believe it's going to be on tithing, certainly, but we shall see. You know, he says, great work. Have a blessed night. Shout out to Jen Juice. Shout out to you, man. For sure. You said them games. What up, Lady Contemplate? Thank you. I love the messages you post of Apostle Gino Jennings, for sure. That's for sure. Thank you for tuning in to the channels I got up of Gino and whatnot. And do remember, there are other video sharing platforms like rumble.com and Daily Motion, where I put up the Truth of God videos. So those are other two video sharing platforms similar to YouTube that I put out the Truth of God. So we just putting out the Truth of God on as many platforms as we can, for sure. And do remember, he's coming to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia this weekend, I believe. All right. He says good night. I'm gonna answer this last question from a G Swole. He says, does a person got to create a new YouTube channel to get back on your YouTube live after you block them? Yes, they do. They do. So what they do is a lot of them already have like fake pages already made already. You know, I remember one time we had the block, and this person is still on my block list. This person had like 31 accounts, about 31 accounts at one time, you know, with the same picture, right? And we was blocking them, and it was coming back as if it was the same account. And we're like, what's going on? But it was 31 different accounts that this troll had made. And some of us could remember, you know, even the moderators could remember when that happened. You know what I'm saying? So you got, like I said, you got some sick people out there that would create 31 accounts just to troll somebody's YouTube live. For what reason? I don't get it. You understand? Who has the time in the world to create 31? You know what I'm saying? And it's from Google. You got to make a Google account, which leads to YouTube, because Google owns YouTube. They made 31 accounts just to troll this YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So yes, when a troll gets blocked, in order for them to come back on your YouTube live, they have to make another channel or account, whatever the case may be. But I saw on I think I saw on Doggy Diamonds one time, he had one. I tried to make a comment one day, and it was like a notification, like you gotta be like a subscriber or something like that in order to comment, or something he had up there was like very interesting as far as like security upon like the YouTube comments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm probably more so look into that, you know, upon how he had his YouTube live, you know what I'm saying, in a security format and stuff like that, you know, with the comments and whatnot. So I hope that answers your question. At G Swole, once again, I hope everybody have a wonderful night. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a blessed day. Somebody asked, when is the debate? It's coming Monday around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for sure. I don't know when he's coming to Louisiana. I think you got to check the schedule, truthofgod.com. You know what I mean? But good night to everybody once again. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. May you all have a wonderful day. Peace. Wonderful night, excuse me. Peace. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network, if you'd like to do the same.